but I feel like we are truly trying to embrace a moment of change that I think SEIU is going through, that is being fueled, I would argue, by FFE, Fight for a Fair Economy, and Minnesotans for a Fair Economy, in that we're really trying to create momentum to change the state and to change the country, and that's really our job.
The nice thing about the Me+3 is when we had our week of action, they brought their +3 people, and it was their first time being involved in a community action, being involved in their union, and they were so excited and pumped up that they were like, I'm going to go out and recruit some more people. I'm going to go out and do this. It's not as bad as I thought.
You know, joining in on the week of action was something I would never dream that I would ever do. It was a far cry from being a union steward at my job site. I was a marshal. I had the orange vest on, and that was my first role. One of my roles that I absolutely loved was to shadow the police liaison, and oh, she was so terrific.
That final day after we marched, when I spoke, when we all sat down on the ground and shut down the street, I just had an overwhelming feeling, really like watching one of my grandchildren being born, like a rebirth, like we're here. We're starting to fight back, and it was just such a relief.
For me, it was a complete life-changing moment almost every day. And I was part of a team that consciously decided to be arrested for civil disobedience. Sitting there on that street, I realized that it just takes one of us to take a stand, and there was a lot of one of us sitting there, and I just was overcome with emotion. I had to look away when people were chanting because I was starting to cry. The best part for me was getting home that evening, and my children met me at the door. And they are 16 and 14, and when they're 16 and 14, they don't meet you at the door anymore. But they did. That night they did, because they were so proud of me.
I think that some of us thought that members didn't want to do this kind of work. They didn't want to go out and do a week of action. I think we was answering the questions for our members and not allowing our members to answer those questions. That our members want to do this.
I found what I love to do, and it is to speak out. You might be sitting home and watching these things go by and, you know, thinking, oh, you know, maybe I should do that, or, you know, but do it. Just do it. And you just feel so much better for it.